Welcome to Grassroots Media. Welcome to this year's edition of the Baileyton Drug Company Avery Weems Show, presented by Starnes Barber, where we cover everything on the field with the North Green Lady Husky softball team. As always, I'm joined here with head coach Avery Weems. Coach,
Tyler,
how's it doing?
Pretty good. We got off to kind of a late start here with our season. We got a game today, so we've been busy, at least these past few weeks, but we're certainly glad to get going here.
I've said it every show that we've started this year. I'll say it again. I blame the TSSAA. We're starting, I think, 3 weeks late now. You're 4-2. Thankfully, we haven't missed too many games. Baseball is not the same story, but I wanted baseball and basketball to be separated a little bit. Didn't get that wish. They overlapped it even more. So now we're late to getting these shows started, but better late than never. You played 6 games so far this year. You're 4-2 at the moment. The best one came recently also. You're able to pick up your first conference win also over University High. So to start out, just take me through kind of a season review up to this point and kind of a review of the team. You can go player by player. You can just give me an overview of the team in general and then through your season. Talk about everything through 6 games so far, basically.
Yeah, we did get off to a late start, which is a good thing. It's good to have. We've been blessed here with great basketball programs, and Coach Buchanan does a great job every year going to the state tournament. I guess he's been 5 or 6 years in a row.
6 in a row now.
Yeah, I know every year I've taught, he's been to the state tournament. So
you're the good luck charm. There you go.
I guess, but that's certainly a blessing. But it does cause us to get off to a little bit of a late start. Because we have so much of an overlap there with our girls, but that's okay. We want to see them go and win and go to the state tournament, and we like to see them do that every year. So I'm not complaining at all about that. But we did get off to a late start. I'll kind of go through who all we've played here and how we fared. We started off the season at Cherokee, and a bigger school there, and we went to their place and. We played all right. We got off kind of a slow start. I think we ended up, once we finally woke our bats up, I think we won 11-4, and took us a little while to get going. And I think in that game, I'd have to look at the box score here. I'm pretty sure we only scored in 2 innings. Yeah, that is right. We had a 6-run second inning and a 5-run 6th inning, and we won 11-4. So wasn't very consistent there, but the big thing was we at least were able to string together some hits, and it was good to see that. And then I think Hannah Brooks pitched a complete game that game. If I remember right, we didn't play a real solid defense behind her. I think she kind of worked through that and did a good job getting out of it and putting out the fires when they came up. So props to her for that. After that Cherokee game, I think the next day we went to Elizabethton, and they're a good team, and we got beat, I think 6-0, and that game was kind of a weird game. I think we out-hit them, I think 7-6. I've got it right here, I can pull it up and look, but we out-hit them, I think 7-6, and we did make 4 errors, and then it just came down to that they got hits when they needed them, and we didn't. And I think Maddie Phillips did a complete game that game. She pitched a complete game, no earned runs, and we lost 6-0. So that's
softball.
That's the way it goes sometimes. There was a few things we did really good that day. I remember bragging on the girls in the post game about we bunted really well. I think we ran the bases pretty well, but when we got people in scoring position, we just didn't have hits when we needed them. And then, like I said, we had 4 errors on defense, didn't help ourselves out any. And they're a good team. Good teams make you pay for that, and that's what they did. But I think the following Monday after that, we hosted Unicoi. Unicoi very good. They've got probably one of the better pitchers around. Leela Bird, I think's her name, and she's just dominant. We had a good chance to get on the board in the first inning. We loaded the bases, I think, in the first inning with, I don't know if it was nobody out or 1 out, but less than 2 outs, bases loaded, and we couldn't push anything across. I think she may have got 2 big strikeouts there to get them out of it. But like I said, she's a really good pitcher. I think she struck out 17 of us. We only had 1 hit. It was a bunt single. So that's just the way it goes. That's the way it goes sometimes. And I told the girls too that for us to get down the road, into region, sub-state, state tournament, you're going to face good pitchers. So she is a state tournament level pitcher, but that's who you got to beat if you're going to go down the road and win some games and do what we want to do. So it's part of the learning curve, I guess. I think in that game, Hannah pitched for us. I don't remember her exact stat line, but I do remember we weren't very good on defense behind her. But we weren't very good behind Hannah, and she did her best to keep us in it there for a while. I think there into the middle innings, it was I think 1-0, then 3-0, then maybe 4-0, and then there at the end it kind of got away from us. I think we ended up losing 11-0. We did go all 7 innings.
That's an achievement in and of itself.
Yeah, and overall though that was a good learning experience for us, and I'm not big on moral victories, and it's not a moral victory, but it was good for us to see that level of pitching, and just to see like how we stack up, and just quite frankly we're just not there yet. I think our girls will eventually get there, but that's what we're up against. I think we played JV that day, and they've got a good young bunch too. And I didn't even talk about JV from Cherokee, but last year we didn't get to play any JV games, and this year we're trying to every time we play, just because we've got so many young girls. We've got 9 freshmen.
Good to see the numbers up.
Yes, we've got 9 freshmen, and we're trying to get them as many game reps as possible, whether that be in varsity or if not on varsity, we're trying to play JV a lot. So that's been good for us. I guess after Unicoi there, we went to, I think, West Green, and it was nice to see. We had an offensive explosion that day. Took us a couple innings to get going, but then it kind of avalanched there for us, and our bats got going. We were patient at the plate. We had some big hits. I think Maddie Phillips pitched that game and threw well. I think we scored 17 runs or so. But
17-5, I think was the final.
Yeah, we had a bunch of hits that day, so that was a good game for us, and it was good to see some of our younger girls had some big games. So seeing them contribute was really nice. And the following day we played Hancock here at home. Hancock's solid. They've won several games this year. I was looking at their record. I think going into that game against us, they were 5-1. So they're solid, and Hannah pitched a real good game, complete game shutout, and I think we won 7-0. We had some good hits that day, some timely hits, but still not. We had some at bats where they just weren't very good at bats. So that stuff we're trying to work through, trying to talk through talk to some of the girls about their approach, and that's just going to be a learning process, I think. But that was to end last week, and then Monday we got rained out against South Green. Yesterday we went to University High for our first conference game, and let me tell you, University High's record isn't very good, but that'll fool you. They're not bad, and I talked to their coach yesterday before our game, and he said that was the first day they had all his players. He said that they've been on a 3-week spring break. I think some of them have been missing where they're out of town and that kind of thing. And when they were at full strength yesterday, they weren't bad. So I don't want to, I don't want that to be, I guess where everybody sees that record. I think they're 1-8 or something, and just sees, oh gosh, they're bad. They're not bad. They hit it good. They put it in play. We had to make plays. For the most part, they fielded okay. And we didn't have a great day offensively. I think we did score 8, and I know people see that and probably think 8 runs, but we left a lot of people on base and just didn't execute quite like I was hoping down the stretch there. But we did hang on and win, so it's always good to start out 1-0 in your conference, no matter how it comes.
Looking at Hancock too, that's a region opponent too that you got to win over. So talk about the last 2 games where you're finally able to get some consistency. I guess you could say in the West Green game, you carry that over into your first region game and first district game. How much do you think that West Green game kind of helped you confidence-wise after playing 3 really good teams in Cherokee, Elizabethton, and Unicoi? You get a team like West Green that you can beat be able to raise your confidence going into two important games with two teams that you could see in the postseason?
It was certainly good, and I think about West Green too. West Green's not bad. They've been winning some games too, and I mean they hung right in there. It was a close game. That West Green game was a close game until the middle innings, and we kind of had an explosion there with our bats. But that was good to do that against a team that they're not a pushover. And I seen some of our big bats in the middle of our lineup. I think Maddie Phillips had a good game there. Lauren Blevins had a good game. I can't remember the others off the top of my head, but we had several that had multiple hits, and that was good to see, to get them rolling going into that stretch you're talking about, the Hancock and the UH game. And yesterday, I guess it was, in that UH game, I think Hannah Brooks had two down games at the plate leading into yesterday, and she had her best game of the year hitting yesterday. She had 4 hits, and that was really good to see from Hannah, because Hannah does work really hard, and I think she had been kind of upset at how the season went at the plate for her, because she's not accustomed to that. She's a good bat for us, and we need her to produce, and she did yesterday in a big way. So I was really happy with how it went for Hannah yesterday.
Hey, no better time to start than a conference game.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Starting 1-0 in Conference 2, moving in. You don't have any conference games coming up that we'll talk about. You've got an in-county game, you've got a game with Greenville, and then another rematch with Unicoi County coming up. Before we talk about those first, though, we need to get a commercial break in first. So we'll be right back. Hear a word from our sponsors before we talk about those 3 games here on Grassroots Media.
Baileyton Drug Company services the surrounding communities of Baileyton with excellent patient care using a full-line pharmacy, over-the-counter selections, and a convenient drive-thru. When you visit us, you are treated as a neighbor, not a number. It's not just our slogan, but our culture. We're investing in our patients, local schools, and community. For over 5 years now, we have established ourselves as an independently family-run pharmacy that isn't driven by corporate goals. We are driven by what is best for your overall health and wellness. We're conveniently located so you don't have to make the drive. Prescription drugs are just the tip of the iceberg. We also offer natural remedies, essential oils, at-home medical needs such as walkers, rollators, bath accessories, as well as wound care products. And coming soon, basic urgent care services. What makes us better than other drugstores out there? When you frequent Baileyton Drug, you will receive professional, courteous, and friendly service that goes above and beyond any other pharmacy in the area. Remember, you're a neighbor, not a number.
My name is Robert Starnes. I'm a lifelong resident of Northern Greene County, where I currently reside here with my wife and 3 children. I was in Barber in Greenville for the last 6 years, but I have recently changed locations to my new shop in Baileyton. It's at 285 Mortis Hollow Lane, Afton. I'm also a proud supporter of North Greene Athletics. Come see me for all of your men and boys grooming needs. Go Huskies!
Welcome back to Grassroots Media. Welcome back to this week's edition of the Baileyton Drug Company Avery Weems Show, presented by Starnes Barber, where we cover everything on the field with the North Greene Lady Huskies softball team. As always, I'm joined here with Lady Huskies head coach Avery Weems. It's always a weird transition period when you go from one show to the next with the same names, because for 15, 16 straight weeks, I've been saying Baileyton Drug Company TMB B&T show. So it's tough whenever you have that transition period. So if I accidentally stumble and start with TMB B&T show, just know we've got the more important show going on now. We've got the Avery Weems show going on. But let's talk about the team a little bit. We didn't talk about them in the first half. Let's parlay them over into this half right here. You've got a great team so far this year. They've had a lot of success starting out with 4-2, 1-0 in conference, with that win also over Hancock County being a region opponent. So take me through the team, take me through the roster, and take me through who you've got this year on the field.
All right, so I'll go through our returning players first. Okay. We've got Lauren Blevins, a senior, returning for us. Lauren had a good year on the basketball court. Lauren's been a contributor for us on the softball field for several years now. And Lauren's just become a great athlete, really. She's become a good basketball player, and people don't know this about Lauren, but Lauren didn't play softball in middle school. And when she got over here as a freshman, she hadn't played in a long time. And she's certainly become a good player, and she's worked hard to get better. She wants to be good, and she's been off to a great start for us this year. I think she's, last I checked there, she's hitting over 500, so that's great to see. Really fast, good athlete, so we're really pleased to have her back. We've had another senior, Jordan Marr. Jordan's first year in the program, I think, was last year, and last year she was kind of thrown into action because just numbers. We didn't have a whole lot, and we asked her to do a lot her first year in the program, and she had some big hits for us last year, made some plays in the field. So it's good to return some experience there. Somebody can step in, and you know that she's been in those big games. So if you need Jordan, she's there to make a play for you, and you can trust her. She's somebody that she knows what we expect, and she's a good leader to have around too. We've only got 3 juniors. We've got Maddie Phillips. Everybody knows about Maddie. Maddie's a good pitcher for us and been a good hitter. And starting this year, we've made her transition a little bit to catcher. I think she's only caught 1 game, but that's going to change. She'll catch more, and she's been doing a good job when she's been doing it. She's worked hard in practice when we've been able to work with her, and even in the fall, whenever we were doing some stuff in the fall with the girls, she was out there working hard at some of the catching stuff, trying to learn a new position. So that's been good to see. And Maddie is just another good athlete. Maddie can excel in the outfield. She can play infield. She can catch. She pitches. So she can just do a little bit of everything for you. You love to have that in your program. And she's a good hitter. So we're really glad to have her back and kind of see what she does this year. Lydia and Destiny Fillers, they've been in our program, I guess, since they were freshmen. And if I had to give an award for the 2 that are the most improved, it would be really hard to decide between them 2. So I'd have to give it to both of them. But it's honestly unbelievable how much they've improved since they started over here at North Green. I don't know if they played much softball before they started at North Green, but it's just night and day the difference between now versus where they started at. Whenever they first started, they, like I said, were just inexperienced and didn't know a lot of things, and they worked hard at practice. They try to latch on to any information you give them, any coaching you give them, and they try to get better and work hard at it. So it's nice to have as a coach. And then also just from like a program standpoint, they know what we do every day. They know the standard we try to hold the girls to. So it's good to have them around for some of the younger girls to look at and just see, okay, well, these 2 do things the right way. And there were some games last year where, like I said, there was games where we had 9 players. So they were in the field, they were in the lineup, they were making plays, and we know that they're available and that they'll make those plays, and they're not afraid of the moment because they've had to be in the moment. So that's Lydia and Destiny. We're really glad to have them. Sophomores, I've only got 1.
Okay.
Hannah Brooks.
Yeah.
And Hannah, what can you say about her? She's had a great year last year as a freshman. I think she was All-State as a freshman last year. Had a great year pitching and at the plate. So it's good to return a player like that, know that you've got some stability both on the mound and in the middle of your lineup. I touched on her a few minutes ago. She's off to a great start pitching for us, and then at the plate she hadn't got off to, I think, the start she wanted, but I think she's coming around, and like I said, she works hard. If she's in a slump, she's going to work hard to get out of it, and she definitely works hard on her pitching. So it's always good to see any of your players, when they work hard, be rewarded for that success, and I think that's what's kind of happening here with Hannah. And we're just really blessed to have her, and I think she's about to start getting going at the plate too, so that's always refreshing to see. I'll walk you through our freshmen here. We've got 9 of them, so
9
I'm
freshmen.
going to pull them up here and make sure I don't.
If you're still around in 3 years, that's going to be a fun senior night.
Yeah,
It's going to be a big group.
I'll just start here at the top of my list here. I've got Josie Graham. Josie has played in, I think, every game for us. She can play several positions. She has played shortstop, I think, most of the time. She can also catch. We were watching her last night in the JV game at University High, and she threw one runner out, probably should have been 2 runners, and she's definitely a serviceable catcher, and she's already a pretty good shortstop. So having a freshman play that marquee position there at shortstop is nice, and it's exciting, and I don't want it to seem like we're just playing her there out of necessity. She is a good shortstop. She also, I think, is going to develop into a good hitter, but that's Josie, just a great athlete. Good to have her around. We've got Charlie Turnmeyer. Charlie has been a important piece for us. She's caught most of our games. She's another one that's worked hard in the off season and at practice early in the season to become a good catcher, to improve. So certainly happy with the way she's worked. And she's another one that's a pretty good athlete. I don't think she plays. I know she don't play basketball. I'm not sure if she plays volleyball or not, to be honest. But another good athlete. She can play multiple positions. She also pitches a little bit. I don't think she's pitched in varsity yet, but she has pitched most of our JV games and done a good job. So it's nice to have that versatility there with Charlie, and we're pleased with her. Another one, Heidi Trentham. Heidi is a girl that's played infield for us so far, and she can play outfield. We just haven't used her there yet. Heidi actually hit our team's first home run last night against UH.
Pretty cool.
I actually, she'll be embarrassed if she hears this, but it was kind of funny. She hit it out, and I thought it obviously went out, but she stopped at second base, thought she'd hit a double. And we had to tell her, hey, you hit a home run, so come on around. But that was good to see, and we're certainly pleased with her. And I think that home run is just a sign of things to come. I don't know if she'll be a big home run hitter, but she will be a solid hitter, and she just seems to be a good fielder too. She's versatile in the field. She can play about any infield position and the outfield. So that's always good to have. I'm just going to keep going here. Let's see. We've got Abby Franklin. Abby's another freshman for us that she don't play basketball or volleyball, so we've had Abby, I guess, around the whole time here, and she's worked for us in the fall, and then at all of our preseason practices and conditioning and stuff, she's been there, and she's done what we've asked her to. So Abby is off to a good start, I believe, and she's one that she mainly plays outfield, but we've experimented with her some at first. I think she's played there a little bit, and she's had some big hits for us so far. We have used her some as a pinch hitter there in those first few games, and then kind of as a DP, like a designated hitter in these past few games, and she's had some big hits. I'd have to go through and look at the games. I don't remember which ones, but I know that there we had those first few games when we were kind of struggling offensively a little bit. We were able to use Abby there, and she had some big hits with people on base and drove some runs in for us. So that was good to see. Good to see her get in there and produce. But we were very excited to see that, and I think Abby's got a bright future for us. Especially I think she'll work hard and strive to get better. Kennedy Malone's another one, and Kennedy is another one that's versatile. She can play multiple positions. Coming into the year, we had used her predominantly in the infield, but I think she can play outfield. We've had her out there a little bit. We've also turned her into a JV pitcher, so she's pitched some of those JV games whenever Charlie needs a break. And Kennedy's just somebody who strives in excellence no matter what she's doing. I've got her in the classroom, and she's a really good student, works hard in there. Same thing on the softball field. Usually you'll see that stuff translate, and it certainly does with her. She works hard out there. If she's not good at something, she wants to work at it and get better. So I'm excited for her because I think that all that stuff will translate into her becoming a good player. Next one here, I've got Chloe Keys. Chloe's another freshman who has gotten some action here early in the season for us. Chloe has kind of had not an odd role, but Chloe's played in, I think, every game and hadn't had many at-bats. We've used her as a flex just where she's been playing the field, and she's done really well on defense. And that's something we saw in practice. Like, this girl's got a good glove. She can be a good fielder for us. and she's filled that spot where she's been out there, and I think we've used her mostly in the outfield, but she can also play first, and she has good glove and has good instinct, seems to make good reads on things, and she's made a lot of plays for us out there, so that's been good to see, especially from a freshman being able to come in and make the plays when they come up. So very happy for Chloe there. And then she works hard hitting. I know that the other day she stayed even after practice and hit some more. So she seems like she'll be a hard worker for us, and she is a capable bat. I don't want to make that sound like she can't hit or nothing, but she that just hadn't been her role yet. But I do think Chloe's got big things in store for her. Another one here, Tegan Vicor. Tegan is Jordan's sister,
okay.
Jordan Marr, and Tegan's a good athlete. Tegan is a fast runner. I really hadn't seen much of her softball wise because she hadn't been out here with us because she plays volleyball and basketball, so I didn't see her until just recently. And where she's a freshman, I didn't see her last year, so just wasn't really sure what to expect. But Tegan's she's been good for us so far. She seems to be a good glove out there in the field. She catches it anytime they hit it to her. She's usually making the routine plays, so that's good to see. And then I'll brag on her too. We have been working with her some on bunting for a hit, and I don't think that was something she had done a whole lot until just recently. And so far, so good. She's, I think, bunting for a hit in a couple games here recently when she's gotten the opportunity. And when she gets on base, she's a good athlete. She's fast. She can steal bases, that kind of thing. So if you can get her on, that's always a good thing. She's out there to make plays for you. Another one here, Madison McClain. Madison is new to our program, a freshman, and I think she may have went to middle school at Chucky Doak. I'm not exactly positive, but new to our program. And Madison, if you look at her, she's a athletic-looking girl, big, tall girl, and I think she has a lot of potential. I think she wants to work hard and be good. There's been days she don't play volleyball and she does play basketball, but in the fall, before we started doing softball stuff, she was always asking like, "Hey, do you think sometime soon here I can stay after and I can hit or I can pitch?"
It's always good to see.
Yeah, so just seeing that, I guess, initiative where she's wanting to stay and work was certainly good to see, and we appreciate that out of her. And I do think she wants to be good, and she has potential. She's a good-looking athlete, just a little raw right now, and I do think the potential's there though for her to become a serviceable player. I don't think I missed anybody there. With 9 of them, it's kind of hard to.
If so, let us know. We'll get you next week.
Yeah, get you next week.
But going through the roster, deep roster, it's good to see those numbers out again.
I did miss one. I just thought of her.
Okay.
She's my cousin here, Kenley Easted.
You better get her then if you're family.
Get her. She was out of order. That's why I didn't see her here.
Okay.
But Kenley is another one that played basketball and volleyball, and we didn't get her till just right before the season here. Kenley's a great athlete, really, really fast. She's probably, I don't know if she's the fastest person on our team, but if she's not, she's right there. She's one that we've worked with a lot on bunt for hit, and she's had a lot of success doing that. She started off the season really hot, just bunting, and teams have a hard time getting her out. She can get it down just because she's so fast. And then she's one of them too where she gets on base, we're going to steal her most of the time. She's just really fast, and she's out there to create havoc on the base pass, and really good outfielder. She's played some center field for us, and I think she played a little bit of left field too. And she's been making the plays in the outfield. She makes some plays in the gap running down the ball where you're just like, wow, I can't believe she got there. But that's good to have someone with that speed and somebody you can stick out there and make plays for you. In JV games, we've used her some as a third baseman. I think that's brand new. So we're still working on that, but been a good outfielder and a good hitter for us so far.
Going through the team, let's go through the upcoming games that you've got also. You've got South Green and Greenville this week, and then Unicoi County at the front end of next week. You've got a game here in just a short 2 hours, of course. By the time this releases, that game will be over with. But You've got South Green today here at home. You've got Greenville here at home on Friday, and then you travel to Unicoi County on Monday. So take me through each of three of those games and tell me what you can expect in those three games, or what you think you can expect.
Yeah, so South Green today, to be honest, I don't know a whole lot about their team. I know they'll have some good athletes. They always do. I know that some of those girls that play basketball probably play softball, and they'll be athletic. That's just what you expect when you play South Green. Usually they play hard, they make the plays in the field, and then usually, like just part of having the athletes, when they put it in play on offense, good luck getting them out, because they're fast and they're tough to get out, and that creates a lot of problems for you defensively whenever you're trying to deal with that, trying to get them out. So that'll be a tough game. I hope we play well. I hope we make the plays on defense. And then, like always, it comes down to can you score or not. So I hope we hit it well too. I don't know what they have exactly pitching wise, but big thing will be getting people on base, and then when we do, driving them in. I think the next game after that was Greenville on Friday. Greenville, they're always good. They're one of the better programs around here, year in and year out. So we know what we're getting with them. You have to play well to have any kind of chance against them, and if you don't, things can get ugly. So we hope that we can play a good, clean game against them on Friday. I don't know a whole lot about their personnel. I know a few of them, but big thing will be hit it, get on base, and then when you get on base, convert those opportunities. Make sure you get timely hits and drive those runs in. And then on defense, just make the plays, because they're going to hit it, they're going to put it in play, they're going to hit it hard, and you can't give them extra opportunities. I think after that we had, was it West Green on Monday?
Unicoi County.
Unicoi on Monday. So
another big
another big one. Unicoi's good. They wore us out here the first time we played against them. They've got good pitching. They hit it well. They defend well when you put it in play. So we'll have our hands full with that one. The big thing going into that one's I'm going to talk to the girls about. Just hoping to see improvement from last time. We've played them before. We know how we did last time. Can we build on that? Can we do better this time? Big thing too, our approaches at the plate were not very good that first time. We struck out 17 times. So the girls know that's unacceptable. I've told them it's unacceptable. So we'll see if we can make the necessary changes and adjustments to hit a little better against them this next time.
So we've ran through the team, we've ran through the games. Great start to the season. Hopefully the next time we sit down, we can talk about a few more, maybe 3 wins. Maybe you'll get a 3-game sweep over the 3 games that we've talked about. But unless there's anything you'd like to add, I think that's all I've got for you this time.
That's it.
I guess I need to wear green next time. We've got a green backdrop. You've got green on too. I look too bright out here with the hot pink on. So I may go to Hibbett or somewhere and see if they've got a North green shirt, or I'll expedite one real quick.
That's not quite maroon. I'd have been offended if you showed up wearing maroon. We're playing South Green.
See, I go to interviews too often and I accidentally wear colors of other schools and they get on to me. So it's in my mind now. If I'm going to this certain school, do not wear a certain rival's colors. Because there's some coaches that I do just to bother them, just because we have that relationship. But there's some that I do just to make sure I don't get under anybody's skin or get on their bad side. So no maroon, no navy, no gold on the Avery Weems show, right?
No, that's it.
All right. You're not going to see me in Tennessee orange, but I might wear it one time without the logo on it.
Without the logo.
Without the logo on it. I'm more of a burnt orange guy.
Burnt orange. Okay.
I won't wear my burnt orange on here. I'll save that for the T&B show. But
T&B.
Coach, that's all I got for you this week.
All right, always a pleasure.
Appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you all for watching this week's edition of the Baileyton Drug Company Avery Weems Show, presented by Starnes Barber. We look forward to seeing you next time here on Grassroots Media. Thank you.